How do you like to work with your clients and teach them hand off certain duties to their kids so they aren't doing it all, but they're also teaching their kids valuable skills?
I think that is one of the biggest things to, one, give your kids great skills, but also offload some of the work from
Yeah.
yourself. And I think that the biggest struggle I see actually in that area with moms is feeling guilty for not doing the stuff for their kids. They feel like if they aren't the one packing the bag, if they aren't the one packing the lunch, then their kid isn't going to feel taken care of or nurtured. And I have really not found that to be the case.
Yeah.
I think that you can still do so many things that are making your kids feel seen and loved on and cared for. My kids range in ages. My youngest is 9, my oldest is 18. And so having that lineup of ages, I've realized like the younger I could get them doing this stuff, the better in the
Yeah.
long run. And now to have my 9-year-old totally be able to be self-sufficient in packing her lunch, packing that bag, being the person who like she doesn't always have to ask me and rely on me for what's going on. I found that it gave her almost some instability when I hadn't turned those things over to her yet, because she never felt sure about what she was doing. But when I could not only tell her, but give her something concrete to look at, I think that was a really big game changer for her. Having the whiteboard that has the schedule on it and what she could expect from her day. For my older kids, they have their own calendars within Google Calendar so they can see what is going on. And I think that has made a huge difference in just how our life is running, but also in their skills for being able to run their own lives in the future. Now my 18-year-old, puts his work schedule on our family calendar so we can all see what's going on. And he's learning to take those skills into his real life for now going on and moving forward and having his own business and all that kind of thing.
Are particular apps or tools that have really helped you beyond Google Calendar?
I will say that is the big one. And I know that there are so many, there's an app for everything, right? And I've tried a lot of things, but what I come back to time and time again is Google Calendar, my trusty little, I will show you, I have it right here, my trusty little B6stology notebook. This is what I use as my planner. It's super simple, the way that I set it up. It's just really easy. And if I had to pick one more app or website, it would be Trello. And I am just one of those people who is very visual in the way that I look at things. I think it's the easiest platform. I've messed around with Notion and a little bit with ClickUp, but any of those I feel like have a lot more it's a higher barrier to entry. You've got to learn a lot more about the platform itself before you can actually kind of utilize it to be able to make it be a productive system for you. Where Trello is pretty straightforward. You've got lists, you've got cards, you can drag and drop things really easily. And even if you've never looked at it before, it's a really easy and versatile system to use I use it for all of my master brain dumps that I do. If I just need to get all the things down, I put it in Trello, and then I can come back to that same master brain dump when I'm feeling like I need to do another one. And then I'm like, oh, I've already accounted for a lot of these things, or oh, I've checked these things off. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something that I look at every week or sometimes even every month, but even if I come back quarterly or every 6 months, I have that master brain dump in there to be able to work off of instead of starting from scratch every time that I have to be I'm carrying all these things around in my brain.